So today we're going to make our template. This is the piece of paper that you will use to translate to clay. Again, all the work is done here prior to even moving to clay. It's going to make everything go faster. You're not troubleshooting on clay. You are doing it all on paper. Yesterday you practiced drawing, you worked through your animal. Today we're actually going to bring that over here to paper and create our template. So template is that tool. Just like a ruler is your tool to make a straight line, a template is our tool in clay to, translate that information to the clay. I am just looking for, I think I did this 6x6. I did. Okay. So I'm looking for a 6x6 tile for you guys. This is the same requirement for my in-person and my face-to-face students. So 6 inches by 6 inches tile for you to work with. It's not very big. Should be totally achievable. And you will need, just like when we made our template for our coil vessel, your pencil, your scissors, and your ruler. If you need to get these items, pause the video and grab those items so you can work forward. With our paper, it's an 11 inch width by a 8.5 inch. So I'm gonna have to do some measuring here to get my 6x6 tile. So just basic ruler skills, which we used on our last project. I line that up at the end. I make a tick mark at 6 inches. So right there is 6 inches because I need a 6x6 tile. I have to make 2 tick marks. So I measure again at the bottom. This will give me that straight line. If I just have 1 tick mark, then I'm imagining how that straight line looks. I don't want to imagine it, I want to know. So I line up my 2 tick marks and I make a line right down. And then I have to do the same this way. So 6 inches I'm looking for. Tick mark, come down here, line it up. 6 inches here. Beautiful. I will align my ruler here with my 2 tick marks. And here in this space is my 6x6 tile. So 6 inches by 6 inches. At this point, if you are really happy with one of your drawings from yesterday and those fit, or that fits into your tile, trace it. Awesome. If not, you'll probably have to redraw it, and that's okay. It'll just make you stronger and better in the end here. For me, some things to consider is what you want. Your animal is the main focus of this project, so it's the largest thing on your tile. I think some students last semester really struggled with that concept. They were creating their animal too small, and then they are dealing with so much space in the background, and it was difficult for them to fill that space. You want to have less space in the background and more space on your animal to highlight that animal. For me, I'm actually just gonna probably trace my capybara on here. Actually, I should first cut this out. So I have my square here. Have my 6 by 6 square. On this one too, I rounded the corners. You don't have to do that, but I like the way that looks. So I might round the corners here, and I just kind of cut them off. Again, you don't have to do this step. But I like it. So I'm just looking for my 6 by 6 tile. And then I can trace my idea right onto the tile, and or draw my idea right onto the tile. I've had students, I don't think I have too many examples, but for instance, really loved this image of this butterfly on this flower and translated that for their tile. I'm fine with that. That's okay. They found this image on Google and used this, and that was great. They had an animal. Their main focus was more the flower. I think, encourage them to draw the ladybug a little bit larger, which they did. But this was pretty much their tile. So if you wanted to Google search different animals, I used my references as well. I think I have those still. So, I don't have my capybara printed out. Oh, I do. So, for instance, the image of my capybara with these flowers was inspired by this image here. The capybara sitting in the flowers, and I kind of drew my own version of the plants kind of growing out of the ground. I use that image to inspire me. So if you're unsure about your background, look for where that animal resides. Are they surrounded by water? Is it an image like this where it's the ladybug and the flower? I also really loved this buffalo with the sunflowers here. Totally Kansas themed. The wheat's down here. And I did that for my other example last semester, where I did the buffalo with the bird and the sunflowers and the wheat. So I translated that. Options for you guys. Either way, your animal is the main focus, and you need some sort of background back here. I'm going to trace and get my tile or my template ready for you guys. So I'm going to get to work.